I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
'07. Current position in the queue is 1. Re-terraformation of settled worlds. A new company is seeking government approval to address past terraforming mistakes. But are the risks too high? Citing the numerous technological advances made in the past 3 decades, a new startup claims that could adjust the harsh climates on several previously terraformed worlds, while some are heralding the potential opportunity to address past mistakes. Critics say that the risk of having another Mars tragedy is too high. 07. Twix with the raid. Twix, what's up? You know what's up, Twix? You know what's up. Star Citizen. Salvage. Evacati one day. ETU for all the next. Oh my. Oh, and it's just silky smooth. Look at that. Vulcan is a beast. It's only gonna get better. It's only gonna freaking get better. Look, Vulcan. It's working, Vulcan. Vulcan is working. Yes, people. We're getting ourselves ready for this major change. We feel it. What is it, Phil Collins? I can feel it in the... I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Chris, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. It's been a minute, man. And you know, when you imagine yourself as a developer, and you have this fan base, and you have a passionate group, you're gonna have all these different emotions flinging towards you, at you, about you, in regards to where is it, what are you working on? Oh, you worked on this, you did that, and Vulcan is back in a big way. What are you doing in my hangar? I was about to ask you, what are you doing in my hangar? But yeah, I think it's just they are really focusing on what needs to be done, and I think it's been too much of the rhetoric of Squadron 42 and the verse, or what do you call it, Star Citizen, the game is not being looked after. Au contraire. As that rhetoric went out, you know, out in the ether of just, hey, they're not working really on, or they're not focusing on this part of the game. It's not really a focus. It's not something they don't care about this, the multiplayer game. It's a big experiment. It's a tech demo. You know, that's basically summarizing the development. But they've been working, man. Developers have been working. And they've been working. And we're just wondering what have they been working on. Next week we're gonna see. We're going to see, man. And not a told you so moment. It's just, my take on it is, play what you can, play what's available, right? Play what's available and enjoy what's there. Don't get caught up in too much of, well, when this comes, well, I'll be able to play the game, or I'm going to get back into the game once they have this. Once they, I'm just waiting on this one thing here, and I'm ready to get into the game. I'll be ready, you know. Enjoy what's there. Enjoy what's there in the game now. And just know that there's development that's happening. And I think this is the case now. You're seeing developers, you know, there's going to be a state of where they are, a state of where they will be, you know, but then you have that state of constant progression and getting better. And you're witnessing it. And here you go, Twix. Can the dev just dev now and then? Can he just dev? He or she just dev? That's all that's needed. Is just allow them the space, dignity to just focus in. And it's anything that you're gonna put time into and you have a passion for, naturally you're gonna get acclimated to a process. And if you're really motivated and passionate about certain aspects of a process, or what you're doing, or what's your livelihood, and I'm sure there's quite a bit of us who would in a heartbeat trade our jobs in to work at CIG. But then there's some who say they won't pay enough for it. I don't know. Or this line of work, it's not for me. Nonetheless, very passionate, very motivating, it's on the cusp of changing history in the pantheon of video games, and I think it's a rare thing to have that kind of creativity. I think with certain engines, and I'm speaking specifically on engines, there's a subset, there's a structure of how, or you develop within that structure of that engine. And if you want to do something outside the box, you make a request, which will cost you a fee. Let them do the dev thing, man. And yeah, certain engines. Well, basically, most of the engines you see is things you build, but there's a structure. There's an established structure, and if anything that's outside of the box of that engine, you will reach out to the architects of that engine and make a request. Whereas, what's so unique about Cloud Imperium Games is they own this engine, and they can be as creative as they want to be, and that is the fact that with the vision, well, with Chris Roberts at the helm of this is the vision of the universe. You have parameters of saying, okay, does this fit within those parameters? But by all means, be as creative as possible within reason of, okay, how does it fit? How does it relate to this universe? And I say that this is a great opportunity for them to come up with something groundbreaking. One of the obvious things is planet to planet, flying from planet to moon to planet, getting out on the surface, walking that surface, no cut screens. That's a prime example. And so it opens the door and challenges the current status quo of development, as well as challenge the developers at Cloud Imperium Games. Challenge accepted. I'm sure they look at it as an opportunity to hone their craft whilst creating this visually stunning world, but at the same time, interactions with tools that are coming down the pipeline. It's a golden opportunity, but now we're at a cusp of now seeing the development taking another turn into towards a level of maturation that will further solidify. Wait a minute. There's semblances of a game that's far unique and not comparable to a lot of what's out there. It's changing the narrative, specifically for space games in general. And we've seen other companies look at it, and whether you call it inspiration or plagiarism, whatever the case, a money grab, whatever the case, you've seen a plethora of games with the theme of, well, there's space, you have a ship, you have Newtonian physics, you have some sort of simulation of this feels like space. It gives you the illusion of space. And throughout, you're still seeing Star Citizen at the forefront of that kind of genre. Sci-fi, space exploration, just the uncanny. Spaceship oriented, spaceship based. And they're still at the forefront. But now we feel and we see they're pushing even further. And I think it's always at our attention to some extent, whether it's so polarizing, right? It's no consensus of what the take is on Star Citizen. But one thing is clear, though. One thing that is the common denominator with all ranks of the community, regardless of what they're feeling, it's got their attention, and they can't leave it alone. They cannot leave it alone. Whether it's the hard criticism, to the extent or the extreme that it's a scam, to the other spectrum of that community, which is described as, hey, those are the whales. They'll buy anything, any and all things that are Star Citizen, even to the server-side object container streaming socks, right? Merch, you name it. They're whales. Two extremes and everything else in between. But one common denominator, as I said, I'll say it again. It's got our focus. It's got our attention. And now, more than ever, as we commence into next week and towards the end of the year, the hype is real, man. Because then, once we're past CitizenCon Direct, hello, have you been living under a rock? You know what that is, right? If you don't, get out of here. You're in the wrong place. Get the hell out of this chat. You don't belong here. It's not for you. Point blank. Drazen 07. Right. Which one is it? The DS or is it the first one? You might have to melt that thing because salvage is on its way, baby. That's right. Salvage is about to do its thing. Yes, indeed. Very interesting dynamic, though. There's this new thing with salvage, and the rumors are flying, man. It's out there. It's flying. It's insane. Just knowing that the development is really moving forward in the sense of, well, they're holding things back. You feel as though things are being held back until a certain day, and beyond for next year, all kid gloves are off, because then it opens the door for the other part of this whole development project, which is Squadron 42. And that's going to really garner your attention and dictate that, hey, you're going to play this. And whilst all that is happening, the development on the other end is happening. And then once Chapter 1 has subsided in our minds, it's been finished, there's no Easter eggs. I mean, well, let's say the spoilers are done and over with. Now they're full on, all heads down on the development towards 1.0, which I think now that we're seeing this kind of pace, no, not kind of, we're seeing an actual pace of, it's like we feel and know that there's a lot more that's going on development wise. And when you're talking about all heads down post Squadron 42, now you're talking about how quickly will we be on the doorstep of 1.0. So yeah, it's very interesting on perception of people, their opinions that they want to be as fact, when actuality the reality of it is still an opinion. Now we're kind of seeing that's getting, that's being questioned now due to what's on the table with CIG. What have they been up to? And it kind of, their work is speaking for itself. And again, I'm jumping the gun here, right? Because it's like, well, how do you know, man? You feel it. You have a pulse on it. Hey, I call the serpent creature. What is that creature called? I just realized the formal. Well, I just noticed the formal name of it, but it's the Yormandi. And Funny thing is, people are like, "Oh yeah, man, that's low hanging fruit. That's you know, that's a cop out. We already have the valid car. What it's gonna do? Wiggle and spit at us, blah blah blah." And but again, it comes back to this development process. It has a heavy dosage of creativity to it as well. And you're talking about the creation part with the possibilities and the free artistic license to reiterate and upgrade. It's kind of like the way the prime example or my point of that is, look what mining was in the beginning. And now here we are sitting here and witnessing the maturation period of mining. And we're not done because there's the Arashtra yet to be done. There is potentially the Orion that's coming down the pipeline. And now I'm going to double down and give the extra gravy to the meat and potatoes is salvage. We're getting updates to salvage, and they've alluded to, damn, I'm at 315 frames per second. Y'all, look up there, 313. Dude, I never hit. I've seen 2, and then it just fluctuated back. I spooked it away, but damn, look at that. But anyway, extra gravy with the mash, the meat and potatoes, and you're looking at salvage. It's taking on that same creative focus, the reiteration, the overhaul, the adding to, the building up, the upgrading, the maturation process or period. We're getting they're laying down a new foundation for salvage itself. And you've heard pieces and bits of Maelstrom. That system is potentially going to be so far reaching. How it will be the foundation for crafting. Now we might even at some point they may double back and give us hull munching, where you see the physicalization and breakdown, and then lo and behold, surprise, there's going to be factors of refining that's involved with salvage, so which will feed into crafting. So we're getting the basis of it, an MMO / RPG, simulated life aspect, mini game, grinder, all these elements that make up, or that is becoming a part of Star Citizen's DNA. And I think the icing on the cake, or the cherry on the top, will be the confirmation of the changes, and these foundational changes and these upgrades will be discussed at CitizenCon Direct. Even though it's 2 hours, but who's to say the intensity? Who is to dictate the intensity? I think we look at the time and we say, oh, it's bland. We naturally want to lean over to the negative aspect of it and say, oh, 2 hours. But prior to that, you have the full-blown CitizenCon. Oh, it's 8 hours. They're burning up money. They're wasting. And make a stand, people. Stand on something. Don't stop moving the goalposts. Right? Just, okay, this is what it is. This is where I'm at. No, let that go. Just enjoy what's being provided, what's playable, and understand the changes, and look at the changes and compare them to what was the game like 3 to 4 years ago. And there's your barometer. There's your meter to understand what's going on. I recently had a 30K, and it's probably been like a year. I mean, it's been a long time since I've actually had a 30K. But knowing and understanding why that is, you have to understand that, well, some people won't. They just know, oh, we're back to 30Ks. But when you follow the project and you hear the things that are happening, it's not too surprising when you understand that just following the project, you understand that they are working on the back end. They are moving the server state into or from static meshing to a dynamic state of meshing. So 7 Finbra, what is up, man? How goes it? It's been a long day, man. I'm super hurt on fumes, man. But I think for me, the motivation is you all, the chatter, the excitement, the fervor of what's happening, what's to come. And I think it's a buzz. And up in the Discord. But yeah, it's a fervor. It's going all right. Looking forward to the SitCon event next weekend. I know you are, man. We all are. It's yeah. Welcome to that elephant in the room, man. Good times for sure. It reminds me, I got to get my goodies packed today. Get my goodies packed. It's quite the buzz, man. I mean, I'm trying to conversate about it. And, you know, what they say, temper your expectations. I think I am. But at the same time, tempered expectations with not anxiety, but some controlled excitement, because I know there's a way, you know, there's still work for them to do. But the little milestones or little battles they're winning in this war are towards getting us to a state of, or the feel of, hey, it's a complete game. It feels like a complete game. It plays like a complete game. And we know the components that they need to have in the game so that that experience feels right. So it's very interesting, you know, to see the journey and see how it works, how they work towards making it not just playable, but enjoyable and challenging and new, fresh, and continuous as far as locations, landing zones, point of interest, various missions, so on and so on and so on and so on. I think this might be a very efficient CitizenCon this year. Very efficient. And I'm not going to get hung up on, hey, it's only 2 hours. I'm not going to get hung up on that. I think the level of excitement is the fact that we went from Evocati to P2 for all in a blink. Literally in a blink. It's almost unheard of. Almost unheard of. Unprecedented. But it just lets you know the maturation. The devs are they've been seeded for a year or two. They've gotten acclimated. And isn't it a natural process that if you're working at something for quite a while and then you add on the fact that they're passionate about it as well, and you have leadership in place that can roll up their sleeves as well and get their hands dirty in the process. So it's a good thing, and you know, this allows Krista to really focus on the vision, but at the same time, working with Benoit and all the other leads, they can kind of keep Chris reeled into what's the engine is capable of at that moment. It's not to say no, we're not going to do it, Chris, but it's within parameters of how the engine is working. So he can bounce more. He can get creative to an extent within the parameters of the engine, whereas their job is to, set those expectations and limitations within reason of Chris's vision. And I think that's a harmonizing aspect of the development. You're literally seeing the maturation of Cloud Imperium games, and if you could only just filter out the noise and the negativity, you can really sit back and start to appreciate what's happening. If you keep an objective ear on what's going on and decipher and understand things within your understanding, and also, there's community members out there who disseminate good information, that too. And you have every bit, you have every right to navigate where you feel you need to be, but at the same time, don't limit yourself on things you need to hear, things that keep you aware of what's going on, as opposed to being tone deaf and just making noise because it's a dog whistle and you're responding to it truthfully. But yeah, it's good to see, and we get to hear Chris. We get to hear Chris this year. See what he's up to. What he's feeling like. I'm not getting quantum. Let me Alt 4. Reset things. Yeah, I gotta get the goodies bag, man. What is it? The goodie package, goodie bag. What is it? Robert Space Industries. Let's see what's going on. So 1900 UTC. UTC. Okay, UTC to Eastern Standard Time. October 11th at 1900 UTC. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And what is it? $12 p.m. Pacific. Interesting, man. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. 2 p.m. Central. Okay, let's see if there we go. Let's see, it's warming up.
Quantum drive is now off.
Is it? Did I change my? Let me check my bindings. I probably touched something. Let me clear that. There we go. All right. And I think this being an early build of features, I don't think it doesn't seem to be a lot of issues, but then at the same time, I just jumped in it. But I think I'm predicting here. Okay, I'm theory crafting a little bit. I think we're going to see them tweak more aspects of Vulcan. I think they want to go ahead and incorporate the global illumination just to see what that is like. I think that will be the next probably update, next major update. Or I think they're siphoning in things slowly and fractionally. I don't think it's going to warrant something 4 ... something, right? I think they're just going to build on, because it's PTU, they're going to add more. The weekend is here. I think this is going to sit for the weekend. Now, there may be cases and points of devs doing some things over the weekend and potentially dropping those things in, knowing that for quite a bit of them, or let's say, to be fair, for some of them, they'll have a break from SitCon, Citizen Direct preparation, because I think they've finalized what they needed to showcase to some extent. And this frees them up to bring in more features, essential features, so that I think once it's said and done with CitizenCon Direct, I don't know, at some point during, probably not prior to, but during and post CitizenCon Direct, we're going to get some new drops of what's new and add it to the, incoming live patch. But yeah, there's an October patch, there's a November, there's going to be that December patch, and I think that's going to be a big major deal right there, because Chris loves to, when he does his sign off for the end of the year, it's something about him in the holidays at the end of the year. He just it's something about that. He's got a lot of love for that, and that definitely ties it in with a Star Citizen. It ties in very well what he wants to do at the end of the year. It'll be interesting how things going to be delivered, what's going to be delivered. I'm rambling a little bit. I'm so tired, man. It's been an interesting day, challenging day. Okay, let's look. Objective complete. Locate claim 80256 near L2. Oh, I zipped past it. No shield. And then I think we had the unfortunate thing also. The latest was the flight model group who, they had a particular skill set that was needed for testing, and it was supposed to have been based on trusting, and they, unfortunately, that moment, some took advantage of the moment just to say, hey, look, I'm going to show you, I want you to see this all. And it wasn't time for that. There was no need for that. It's unfortunate for both sides. I think if that was me, I'm probably talking about it, but I think that's okay though. But to put information out there for all to see when you made an agreement to something, that's it's not valid. It's nothing valid about the actions are not valid. You say one thing and then do another. It's like, yeah. I think there'll be a time and place for all of those things. I think that could definitely be a thing once they get to 1.0 or post 1.0. That it's more of, hey, we're valid in what we do. We do have a foundationally complete game, so we can be a little more experimental. But in times of just, hey, I need you to do this, but let's keep it let's keep it in house, and you put the content out there. That's a little disheartening. And then there's the other stance of, well, I backed with this amount, it should have been out, and by right I get to do this anyway, so it's not really wrong. The context was, yeah, I do agree with this, I'm signing off for this, so my word is good. That's what it essentially comes down to. There was no need for it, because at the end of the day, let's say that flight model could be great. 98%, 98.6%, 5% says it's great. And it passes with flying colors, it's valid, it goes into the game. But the thing is, they've already talked about they will continue to build upon. So as improvements come, especially with the way technology is moving and it's advancing, we're probably going to get updated versions of the flight model. But unfortunately, that testing won't be provided by those individuals who may or may not have been found out. Were they responsible for doing something they agreed not to do? So, yeah. Passion. This is definitely a passion project. Super tired. Super tired. But it is, I've noticed how it is much faster though. Okay, it's going into a fracturing mode. We're looking at that. Now, I always say that the explosions are over the top. Like that. That's way over the top. So it's fractured now. I'm going to disintegrate. I'm going into disintegrate mode. So I believe they said that with salvage, this is a foundational update. We probably I don't really see visually a difference, but I think that it may have something to do with the volume of the ship. It calculates properly its volume, which translates to weight, or how much material is being gathered, which translates to how many crates will come up. You come up with when you salvage the ship. Totally salvage it. Yeah. All right, that's one mission. Let's look at the hopper. Let's see if it's valid. Okay. Construction material rubble, and then you have recycled material composite. Interesting. 0.32, the other one is 0.88. Total internal storage 13. Oh yeah, I'm seriously tired, man. I'm totally on fumes. Okay, so I don't have one unit yet, but it is an arrow, so very small meal for the vulture. Very, very small meal. Pilot seat. But I was glad to get my little spiel in about things. You get radar. Let's see what radar is doing. Let's see what it is. So now we know for a fact live is a dead patch. Only thing it's good for is collecting items and also mining from the ground. Mining what? No, I mean salvaging. Look at that. I'm super tired. It's salvage. Find out what this is up here. It's interesting to see if I will catch a crime stat. Visuals yet. Rock. Asteroid. I watch my symbology too. Probably turrets. I was gonna find a derelict ship or something. Might have to go to the Pyro Gateway. Yeah, mining debris. Just salvage box. Oh no, I found some salvageable pieces. Debris. Okay, debris. That's Super tired. Yeah, I'm in enter mode. Let me come out of it. Salvage, scrap, reclaim, reclaimer, multi geo or something. Go into salvage mode. This is scraping. Now, the thing I remember, the original was, it was about basically you scrape this, and I think that was it. Will it let me disintegrate and clear it all out? Now that would be next level. Let's see what the state is. Matter of fact, both are in cinch. Isn't that something? Even in cinch, it's quick. I'm gonna switch a braid to the right. This is just about done. Okay, here we go. All right. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go into disintegrate mode. Okay, let's see if it will disintegrate with the new feature or not. I doubt it. Nothing. Yeah, they're in between. They're in the mall and. I'm just rambling now. So this will not disintegrate. There's more debris. Let's see. More. There was more debris. They're speaking of which. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm way off that. panels. Here we go. So again, it's more of what's going on here, CIG, and it's all based on what's behind the scene for the groundwork. I think it's in game, obviously, right? But it has to be activated to probably. I'll be okay with that. Okay. Scraper is faster. Holy smokes, what a day. I'm literally on fumes. Okay. Fullest station is 3.1. Oh yeah, I'm AWOL, man. I'm AWOL. TIG, that's passion. A long day, tired, and I hear about the patch, and I'm like, gotta get in and see what's going on at least. That's passion. And I'm running on fumes. Alright, let me scrape this. Yeah, there's no disintegration or anything, but that could change. But no. I do have him in the state of I'm rambling, man. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm so tired. But yet here I am. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm getting material. I'm at 5 now. Well, let's see what that looks like. Oh, he said no. Okay, there's the descriptions of it. Crafting. Depot. Okay, RMC, which is one type. I didn't hole munch. Okay, I'm going to eject it. It's nothing. It's still same as usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do, chat, briefly looked at it. I want to deploy tomorrow. I got to make some errands, but definitely that's on my schedule. Get in here and really dial this in, see what's going on. I got to get some rest. All right. Yeah, it's getting quite. Yeah, this is interesting. They're moving forward. CIG is moving forward. Probably can tell how tired I am. Day of the Vara. Into the Void. Don't scream. These are the black Halloween colors. Okay, let's see what's going on with Day of the Vara. Getting floated. Dude is being floated. So that, oh, wait a minute. They're offering the Buccaneer. Oh, I love the Buccaneer, man. Hellish Hughes. Look at this blood, man. Day of the Vara. As Captain Heptane steered the Vara and its crew through the isolated Hades system. Oh wow, Hades system. An expanse devoid of life, she had no idea what darkness was waiting to claim them, and we still don't know today. To this day, we still don't know. So on this day of the Vara, we pay homage to the lost and hope to guide them home by lighting candles, sharing stories, and wearing costumes of the fallen. Ignore these traditions at your peril, lest the dead take you with them on their return to the ever after. Hellish Hues, shroud yourself in the colors of the season with the new macabre black magic paint for the Polaris and the Guardian, as well as the Saber series, so you can pass through those galactic graveyards unharmed. If black and orange aren't your colors, have no fear. The eye-popping purple haze and ghastly ghoulish green paints return from the dead. Oh wow, carved in flesh, pumpkin decorating contest. Sharpen your knives and leave your mark. Whether carved, painted, or bedazzled, enter your Star Citizen decorated pumpkin to gain a Pumpkino Spectrum badge and maybe even a top prize. Cast your candlelight over Spectrum for the details. That looks cool. The Valacar right there. That could definitely be a winner right there. Aurora, you can't. Oh, look at the Pico pumpkin. That too. Oh, look at the Halloween helmet. Bone collectors, arena commander, kill collector. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but arena commander could kill you. Take on the deadly deluge in FPS kill collector mode and prove yourself a warrior. Inside and out. Make it out alive to unlock classic Halloween mask. Learn more over on Spectrum. Deadman tells short stories, writing contest. What is the terrible truth behind the Vara's sudden vanishing? Some believe we'll never know. Some are afraid to find out. Now it's your turn to share your theories and campfire fables. Submit a short story from the perspective of the crew, the captain of the ship herself. Petrifying prizes go to the most chilling reads. I might come up with an idea or a story or two. Day of the Vara, $29.55. Into the Void. Okay, feature packs. Generalist, super spooky starter pack, $48. Oh, there's your putter. Outsider super spooky starter pack, $68. And then you have new paints and paint packs. Black Magic 3 paint deal. Saber Black Magic paint. The Guardian Black Magic paint. You have the classic paints and paint packs. Purple Haze 4 paint pack. Seulin Purple Haze paint, as well as the Zeus Mark II Purple Haze paint. And then the gruesome gear. Pillsbury Dark Bear Sinister 6-pack. Pillsbury Dark Bear helmet. Pillsbury Dark Bear helmet orange. Featured vehicles. Holy smokes. Rough and Tumble Frontier Scrapper. The Buccaneer. Offerings 110, man. Eric. Legendary Pathfinder. You know, that's... Remember that word, chat. Pathfinder. That and the Terrapin. The Anvil Terrapin. Pathfinders. Remember that. Caterpillar. Corsair. Seeks uncharted systems and untamed frontiers. The most famous chassis in the verse. The Cutlass Black. Versatile Ruffian Cutter. Dragonfly Black. The Guardian. Long range heavy fighter. Good offerings, man. Herald. The Mule. Polaris. Saber. Sulin. Terrapin. The Ultimate Scout. Another Pathfinder. Love my Terrapin. Vulture. Single person salvage platform. That's it. That's all of them. Pretty neat, man. I don't know. It's something about the Buccaneer. Looks really, really cool, though. They have a ghoulish green for the buck. Looks nice, though. Takes a licking and stays in the fight with minimal maintenance and repair needs. Armed to the teeth with 4 turret-mounted guns and missiles, quality shields and superior maneuverability makes the Buccaneer a hard target to pin down. Very nice, man. Very nice. That ship's been on my mind, man. Day of the Vara. And of course, broadcasting soon, CitizenCon. In 7 days, 14 hours and 27 minutes, 1 week from today. 14 hours and 27 minutes. Duelist CitizenCon Starter Pack. You have the CitizenCon Direct 2955 Digital Goodies Pack. That's got my name on it. We're coming to you. Key members of the CIG team are headed out to join Bar Citizen watch parties across North America as well as Europe. And we can't wait to meet you in person at the locations below. Whether you're a seasoned citizen or just sitting out on your journey through the verse, this is your chance to hang out with fellow pilots, share stories, talk about Vara stuff, Day of the Vara, ask questions, and celebrate the incredible community that makes Star Citizen what it is. All times listed below are its local time. Please note, these are only the locations CIG staff are attending, but there is a long list of community organized events happening all over the globe. If you can't make it to one of these, make sure to check it out. Make sure to check if an event is happening in your area. So for North America, there's going to be the Austin, Texas, North America location, Salt Lake City, Utah. There's going to be San Jose, California, Scottsdale, Arizona, Washington, D.C. And for Europe, Ecobon, Switzerland, Leicester, United Kingdom, Lyon, Spain, and Paris, France. I would imagine, would that be Benoit showing up there, man? That's got Benoit written all over it right there. That's yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Lyon, Spain, Europe. That would be interesting. For that. And Leicester. Look at that, man. The National Space Center, Leicester. Look at that. A thrilling 6-hour CitizenCon watch party. Holy smokes. Now, don't get it twisted. The actual event is 2 hours, so it's 4 hours just mingling and socializing. Ebicon. I said Echabon. I can't believe that. Ebicon, Switzerland. Look at that. IMAX. It's in IMAX? Man, as Josh Coons would say, ballin'. Holy smokes. They got an IMAX theater to watch. Oh my goodness, man. Where's the freaking popcorn? I want to go there. DC, the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. Bar Citizen hosting Citizens Direct watch party in Pentagon City. Come eat great pizza, enjoy drinks, and talk and watch ships with the community. I hear John Crew is going to be in attendance. Is Ben Curtis going to be with him? Wherever there's John Crew, there's got to be a Ben Curtis, I would imagine. But that's it right there. And Nighthawk Brewery and Pizza, 1201 South Joyce Street, Arlington. Very nice, man. John Crew is going to be at the DC for location. Scottsdale. Roadhouse Cinema. Enjoy CitizenCon 2955 on a giant screen with amazing sound at Roadhouse Dine-In Cinemas and Bar, Scottsdale, Arizona. That's kind of swank. And then San Jose, what do you got? Ooh, they're gonna do are they gonna do a computers there and play? San Francisco bar area. The San Francisco Bay Area Bar Citizen community has come together to host a watch party at Guild House, a gamer-centric event space featuring a full bar, 30-star citizen-ready gaming PCs, and a wall of board games. That is baller. Look at that, man. Looks like there was Toast there. Toast was over there. He's over Cali. I don't know how Toast is doing, man. Salt Lake City, what did you have? Oh, wow. Join fellow Star Citizens at Broovies. Brew and Movies. Broovies. A cinema pub in Salt Lake City for an epic watch party on the big screen. Connect with the community. Dive into the latest updates and experience it all in true cinematic style. Oh, wow. Very nice. Okay, Austin, what you got? Oh, Texas size watch party featuring Beyond the Verse and the Astro Pub. Paul Shelley talking ships on the big screen. Pinballs, Lake Creek, complete with great food, cold drinks, and a VR rig set up to launch you straight into the verse. I hear DJ Knight's gonna MC there too. Probably see me there. Pinballs. Gonna be at Pinballs. Old school. These are some fun locations. Watching from New York City now. Yes, I send it. 07. Get some pizza, man. Get some good pizza. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Look, I gotta get some rest, man. I've been on fumes, man. I gotta get some shut eye, but I intend to get back in tomorrow and do some testing. I was in PTU just to see the changes with the salvage changes, but it's more back end stuff that's happening. So we're gonna see, and hopefully we get more further deeper into the Vulcan tech now that they've gotten the blocker out of the way. Awesome. But yeah, I will catch up with you all in tomorrow. I'm gonna make my errands. Got to get up early and get my errands done. Got to do that. I tried to get a pastrami sandwich, but I had to settle for Turkish lamb gyro. Some would say gyro, but no, it's gyro. Yeah. Oh, you got. I sent it. You got to do that pastrami. What is that place? I think it's what, $50? Cats. It's Cats Delicatessen. That's the one. It's Cats. We'll drop the link in for you. Yeah, that's the one right there. Right here, I send it. That's the link right there, baby. That's the one. Let me know how it is. Okay? Got a Peter Luger ribeye. Oh, that's the one right here. The Cat's Delicatessen. They've been open forever. A New York institution since 1888. Got the front door, man. Yeah, the Cat's pastrami sandwich is $28.95. Yeah, no joke. Slice by the pound, $40. Pastrami. Choose an option: juicy slice pastrami or lean slice pastrami. It's extra $2. Holy smokes! Whole pastrami is $100. They're not playing in the games. Anywhere in the U.S., free shipping. What? I'm gonna drop this pizzeria place on you too. I sent it. Defara. I'm hearing Defara is like that. Here's their website. Dropping Defara on you. I'm hearing with them it's all about the sauce. I make mean pies though, but that's it right there. Defara. But also, I'm hearing though, there's another one that's like legendary, Lucali. I'm hearing he is really good, Lucali. If you can get in there, I'll drop you that link. Yep, that's it, Lucali. He's in Connecticut and Mount Kisco now. Got locations for you, man. Is that the same one? Mount Kisco, New York, though. I'll give you the link for both. You got one in Connecticut. Oh, wow. Off to Paris. Dude, you are living it up. Nice, man. That's it, man. You're living. I'm telling you, man. That's living. 07 to send it. Bring a slice back in chat, man. Make me make pizza tomorrow. Yes, you are. Okay, you twisted my arm. You convinced me. Making a nice cheese pie. All right, everyone. 07s, much love to you. You will see me tomorrow early. We'll get back into this. Get into some patch notes as well. But here they come, man. CIG is bringing it. Everybody, 07s. All right, let's get this done. Let's get this done tomorrow. Get into the game. 07.
I want the truth. You can't handle handle the truth.
Hey, that's nothing new. I sent it. What else is new? Welcome to the club. Oh my God, man. For sure. 07s, everyone. See you on the next one. Early tomorrow. Let's go. Tired, man. Gotta